Hi guys, what's up? It's your girl Hattie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm about to do some noodles, bacon, egg, and noodles. Okay, I'm not gonna say cheese because I didn't put cheese in here. But anyway, let's do a thumbnail. And then we're gonna get a grace in. Thou art great and thou art good, and we thank thee for our food. By thine hands must we be fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Amen. All right, y'all, let's go. These are shrimp noodles. I decided to cook some bacon in them. Well, some eggs in them and bacon to the side this time. The last time I put bacon in them. So let's go. You see my egg white, and I know you see my yolk in there. Crunchy. Can never go wrong with some good old veggie bacon. What are y'all eating with me? Oh, got some Gatorade Zero. Really, really, really good, y'all. And of course, you're gonna hear my family in the background. Today is Leap Day, February 29th. And it's so crazy. I just looked at the calendar yesterday or the other day, and it was February 29th. – 2024. So you won't see another one of those until 4 more years. Yay. This bacon is so good. Now, I could have put cheese in this because dairy products are good for you in certain ways. So yeah, I know if you've been following me or if you've been watching my videos, I had said that I was trying to do Lent. So I was cutting out carbs, I was cutting out fried foods, I was cutting out sodas and carbohydrates and cakes, pies, cookies, anything sweet, you know, cutting out all that stuff. And I was trying to cut out meat except for seafood and maybe chicken every now and then, baked chicken. So I've been doing good with that. Very, very consistent. Until the other day, I noticed that my lips were super, super, super dry and chapped. And like they were even getting really, really plump with it. So I was like, oh man, what happened? What's wrong? You know, like, what did I use? I thought it was like, well, which it probably had something to do with that also. I used a aloe vera and vitamin E or shea butter. One of them, I saw some lip gloss in the hair store one of the times that I went, and I picked it up. And it always made my lips shine so pretty. And so that was one of my plans, to keep my lips shiny so they wouldn't be chapped. So I just noticed that it seemed like my lips were getting bigger and they was real, real chapped. And like nothing that I was doing, I kept using it, the lip gloss, thinking that that would help. But then I realized it might have been helping make my lips more plump, which added to the problem. So I don't know if you can see that right there, but that is called the cephalic vein. That's the outer vein on your arm. I think that's the medial vein or something like that. But I learned that when I was a phlebotomist. But I know this is the cephalic vein that sit on the outside. And as you can see, it has a bruise on it. Now, this happened a few weeks ago. I just noticed a small little dot there. And I was like, dang, what happened? What's wrong? You know, and then I kind of pressed it a little bit. I was like, okay, that just might be one of the veins when I was in the hospital. That's probably one of the ones that they try to take blood for or try to hook an IV up to it. And like now maybe it's just kind of leaking a little blood or something. I'm not sure. But when I pressed it, that's when, like a couple of days later, I noticed this little dark spot. I was like, uh-oh. Maybe I went on and pressed it and finished the rest of the leakage or whatever. And so now it's kind of stuck under the skin, not knowing what's going on. And I was like, And I don't eat red meats. I don't eat like steak and beef and all that stuff. Only because when I had the fibroid tumors, when I read up on it afterwards, they was like, what can help make those, you know, grow in our bodies is not only the stuff that you put in your hair, the harsh chemicals that you put in your hair, but it also be beef and all those type of red meats that we're eating can add to them and make them grow. I don't have any more of them, thank God. But I also don't want them to come back, which I don't think they can, but I just don't, I don't trust it. I make sure I eat healthy now. So I'm not saying beef and stuff isn't healthy, but for me, because I've had that situation. So I noticed that the other day when I stopped eating all that different stuff and I just stuck to like a soft foods liquids diet, I wasn't getting all my nutrition. So iron is in most of those meats. Iron is in fish. Iron is in eggs and all that stuff, but I wasn't eating those every day. And so sometimes when you stop eating meats, sometimes you're losing your nutrients because a lot of iron is in some of those meats. And when I look, excuse me, and I looked up why my lips could be chapped, that was one of the conditions that you can have, like an iron deficiency problem. And I was like, okay, wow. So let me get up, make me something with some meat in it, some heavier meat, because I was only eating turkey and like little fish here, there, and like chicken here, baked chicken here and there. But some days I would just go without chicken, period, or anything like that, period. And then it said that you can lack your vitamin B. Vitamin B comes from dairy products. So I realized that we had like some ice cream. So I got up that night that I was just like, my lips was just like super dry, and I was just tired of it because it had gone like for a week just being dry and chapped, and I didn't know why. And I was like, oh, so I'm depriving myself while I'm trying to lose, because I was drinking water like it was nothing, like just down in water and other healthy beverages like it was nothing. So really I was like taking all my nutrients from myself, and you know, I was losing weight of course, but taking my nutrients from myself. So I was like, okay, well, there's gonna be a portion of the day or every other day I'll just add like something, you know, whatever, to keeps my nutrition going. I'm gonna continue to Lent, don't get me wrong. But that night, I don't even eat bologna for real, but I got up and fixed me a 2-meat bologna sandwich, because bologna has 2% iron in it to make it 4%. And that's the only thing I could get up and cook without waking everyone up. 2 slices of bologna on some, you know, in a sandwich, some chips, vitamin C, which just came from my little Halo tangerine orange, and the vitamin B from the ice cream I ate. And that's when the next day my lips got back smooth. And even this little, because I showed this to my mom and my dad, and my mom was like, I hope that's not a blood clot. And I was like, oh, I hope not either. I don't need that. And so it started going away. I was like, so sometimes when you're malnourished, your body starts like showing you. And I have been in the hospital, so yeah, I have to watch out for my health, because I don't want to be back in there at all. I know I've lost weight, but I may have gained a pound or 2 back just because I had to make sure I ate my nutritions, my vitamins. Oh, I'll be so thirsty. And I also I took a vitamin that night too. That it was like it was either that night, early that next morning, maybe around 2 or 3 something a.m. I was like, oh no, because your girl is not going back to the hospital for no reason. In the name of Jesus. I won't do anything to send myself back. And that's when everything started getting better. Like the spot that I showed you is clearing up now because it had gotten darker. And I was like, sometimes when you read Google will scare the crap out of you. And then you have to be like, okay, no. If I'm not experiencing those symptoms, then it can't be that. And you can try to do process of elimination and see what fits your lifestyle. And because I knew I was doing a fast, I knew it had to be the iron deficiency problem. I was lacking my iron. And normally I'm really good with iron. So if you cut out some of those things with me, I'm telling you now, if you're experiencing chapped lips or feeling dehydrated, drink plenty of water, but also eat your nutrients. Get your little, just vanilla ice cream. Don't go and go crazy with all this other stuff. Vanilla ice cream here and there for your vitamin B. Or if you drink whole milk, any dairy products, any type of dairy products, that's good for you. Cheese. Of course, your vitamin C comes from oranges, orange juice, or anything like that. And then your iron comes from, you can have like whatever type of beef, or make sure your food is baked. As long as your meat is baked. I'm not going to make you not eat meat. As long as it's baked. Beef, steak, all that stuff. Anything that holds iron. But this is veggie, so I haven't read to see how much iron is in here. But the iron was in the egg that I just ate. And in the noodles. So this is it for today. For me. If I do eat anything else, it'll be like fruits. Or a smoothie. Or nothing, just some water, whatever else I decide to drink. I'm probably gonna get some milk after this though. Milk is good for you. Like they say, milk does a body good. It really does. Because I didn't realize you can even be lacking. Like I was taking vitamins, but I didn't realize you could lack vitamin B like that. When it was like dairy products, I was like, oh man, I was trying to cut out dairy products because, you know, I had heard watching certain videos, like people dealing with like trying to lose weight and stuff. They be like, don't eat too much dairy stuff because it can go, that's where a lot of back fat comes from. I was like, I'm cutting it all out. But just don't eat so much of it, because I don't want you to big your back and say, I was doing Lent and I gained weight. That is not my fault. You gotta pick and choose what you can and can't eat. So like I said, make sure you get now your milk gonna have your vitamin D in it. So you need your vitamin D. Any type of green vegetables, that's vitamin A, like broccoli and all that stuff. So now you got your A, B, C, and your D's. So you eat your green vegetables. You eat some of the just vanilla ice cream, whole milk, sometimes 2%, maybe cheese. You know, don't do too much on cheese. I know that'll go straight to your back fat. Don't be, just trying to help you out. Don't do too much of it. Vitamin C, of course, tangerines and stuff like that. Halos don't have seeds in it, so that's why I really love those. And I can't really eat them much because I told y'all that tangerines, like the oranges and stuff, the acid from all that stuff be breaking my face out sometimes. But I just had to have that because I could not sit up here and be malnutritioned, okay? Trying to lose weight. And then let me see, I told you your vitamin C, and then your vitamin D, of course, comes from your milk. So now you got your A, B, and C, and D. It ain't no reason that, you know what I'm saying, you don't understand, or you tell me, hey, I gained weight, or this didn't help me, or this made me sick. I'm not telling you to cut out meats all the way. Just try to cut back on them. But when you do eat them baked for Lent. And then after Lent is over March 24th. Okay? That's the end of our fast. It's the end of our fast, okay? But now once it's over, don't go full force on everything. See what you can give up. Or see what you can totally cut back on it that you really don't have to have. But anyway, y'all, that's the end of my mukbang. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye. Love ya.